Christina,
Oh,
metahumans.
this is so
What?
creepy. I saw it the other day and I was like, what? This is like so crazy.
I know,
It's
it's
just, I don't know, it's just weird how you can just like, just jump into Unreal and just build your own.
yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Especially if you're just like, starting out with Unreal. You don't really have much experience, like, 3D modeling humans and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
think it's a great idea, to be honest. It's still a little bit creepy because I don't know. It's just I don't know. They just look so real. It's really freaky.
I know. It's the fact that it's so like photorealistic, and they're improving the workflow process of creating NPCs or characters with like very minimal effort, it seems, from this video, whether that's the reality or not. But it is insane. Like the clarity here is mental, and it's all lip synced as well to the dialogue. It's all, as they say, motion capture ready as well. So, oh my god, it just looks absolutely insane. It's we're close to Skynet being self aware, and like AI is taking over. I think it's mental.
I just love how you can like just change the makeup as well. Like it's just like flawless. This makes me want to jump back into Unreal and just make a game. I have no idea what game I'd make, but I just want to make one.
Yeah, just mess around and experiment with what
Yeah.
it can do. So that is so weird. There's another video here as well. Let's just check this out. I think this is the promotional video. So there's actually free samples on the on the Unreal website, I'm guessing. So, but it's look at the delivery. So it's all the little inflections, like the eyes kind of crinkling and creasing. It's the muscle movement, like from the structure of the model as they deliver. So it's no longer this dead eye robot like we used to see with Unreal Engine 3. Mass Effect comes to mind because it's maybe been topical with the remaster coming out recently. But they're so much more expressive. They feel so much more alive. And to this level, I'm kind of thinking I haven't really seen this since like Detroit Become Human, where the character NPCs and the fidelity of expressiveness of the graphics are at this level, but this is a workflow which allows that creation to be like super fast.
I'm just like staring at the just staring at the screen.
Yeah.
Like
Have you played Detroit Become Human by any chance?
I actually worked on it for a little
Ah,
bit.
well, of course you have that. Yeah, because this right here strikes me of the menu screen, that holding screen of Detroit Become Human, where Kara is just like looking at you, and it is so unnervingly real. It's like, okay, this is making me super uncomfortable. It's that level of like crazy fidelity, and I just can't believe that Unreal or game engine tech has advanced to such a degree where it can just like auto generate this stuff, and there's preset sliders to fully tailor and customize what your character is going to look like, and you can just I know I'm probably being a little bit facetious here and naive, but essentially just like overlap it over your motion captured data, and it will just animate its things for you. I know there's way more to it than that, but it seems like that's what they're striving for. It's like if you have motion capture data, you just plug it into this new MetaHuman system, and it will generate these NPCs and these expressive characters for you, which is crazy, like absolutely crazy.
You just made me think back to in Detroit. I think the character that creeped me out the most with how like I've got Pedro with me again. Sorry.
We have a
So
guest. We have a guest on the show.
say hi. Hello. Chloe, the blonde haired robot. She is like, I don't know. She creeps me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just like stares at you and talks, and she just repeats the same thing over and over again. And if you idle in the start menu, she will just continuously bug you.
Yeah.
and just keep staring at you. Like, it's so weird.
I totally agree. It's
It's
like
so
the clarity of the like the pores of the skin, the iris detail of the eyes, and
hair.
it's just like the character's looking straight through you, and it is so uncomfortable, like believable. It is wild. It's absolutely
This
wild.
is going to be so good for people though who just want to build something.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can buy the Unreal assets as well, and then you can I think you can legally use them in your game. Once you bought them.
I think so. I think you can. Yeah.
So the fact that you could probably make your own humans and then sell them, would be so handy just for game devs in general. Like if they wanted to use that.
Well, remember just a little while ago, Epic had an asset dump of millions of assets that they just gave away for free.
Paragon.
Yeah, like all the Paragon assets, and they did. I think they did that because they were like riding high on the success of how much money Fortnite had made. So they just said, actually, here's a whole load of assets that we're just going to give you creators for free, and then off you go. And you just imagine it's like, okay, we've got this toolkit that is MetaHuman. You can get like I don't know the pricing of Unreal Engine to just like sample it and try it out, but they're giving you all of these assets for free, and then they've got this technology here. It's quite staggering to and exciting to see what creators are going to be creating with all of this stuff like at their disposal.
If you want to use Unreal Engine, it's actually free. The only thing you can't do with it is if you've used other people's assets, you can't. If they're free, I think you can't legally use them in your game. You have to buy them. Right. But there's so many free. Every month they give away free assets. And I've got a whole library of them just because I pick them up off the marketplace when they're free.
Yeah.
And you can just build an entire game with them. I just don't know what it's like if you actually make a game and then put it out. I don't know. But yeah, if you got some free time, just get on Unreal Engine and just jump into it because it's so freaking fun. You can make anything. You can make RPGs, you can make side scrollers, you can make just anything. And then if you want to get some funky humans, you could probably make the next I don't know, Red Dead or Cyberpunk or something
Jeez, yeah, and that's the crazy thing, right? Because in terms of game engines, Unreal is such a malleable game engine, right? It's used in so many varied applications that it is kind of wild. I mean, everything from not just game dev, but the Mandalorian TV show uses some of the tech from Unreal Engine as well for the CGI there. But it's all different types of games. It's not just first-person shooters, of which it really started with the Unreal Tournament games. But it's like Days Gone is like an open world RPG. It was Mass Effect was built on Unreal Engine 3. It's just it's crazy to think that creators who have got their head around how to use game engines can just do these incredible things with it. And even the Epic themselves must be thinking, crap, I had no idea that our game engine could be manipulated in such a way that we can create this out of it. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. Do you think this is going to be this MetaHuman's new tech that they're just kind of putting out there is going to be something that Skyhook Games is like a resource for outsourcing of different talents. Do you think this is going to be something that Skyhook are going to be really eager to experiment with?
I honestly I don't know. Because a lot of our artists build it from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd want to just turn around and try it out. I honestly don't know. That is an interesting one. I'm pretty sure we, in the group chat, we actually linked the MetaHuman stuff. So the guys have picked up on it. I will be interested to see if they just come up to me one day and say, hey, look what I've made in Unreal. That would be interesting.
Yeah. I can't wait to see, because obviously at the moment this is very realistic. It's the human face. I want to see what World of Warcraft, high fantasy, can do with this stuff. It's okay, we're going to put a rock texture as the skin, or something, and we've got to give them like crazy horns and like elf ears and really be these outlandish like high fantasy characters that are perfectly lip synced and motion captured, but the fidelity is just insanely good.
Can you imagine a Tyrande like as a metahuman? How freaky would that be?
I know.
I'm very tempted to jump into this and just like my night elf.
Yeah,
just like extend the ears and start like I might even try this. You know, this might be a good idea. But yeah, it'd be like I don't know, the likes of Dragon Age, for example. Like
yeah.
I don't know, if you started using this kind of technology for Dragon Age, it would just look so realistic. It would just be so spooky.
Yeah, like for RPGs where there's like a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of interaction, there's a lot of connection to characters. Mm-hmm. I can see this being like really something that's going to elevate, is going to like raise the bar like across the industry for developers that are using Unreal. Because my benchmark for the most part is for motion capture and performance capture has always been like the main two for me of Rockstar and Naughty Dog, and their performance capture just seems to be like just on a bit of another level. There's lots of great devs out there, so don't get me wrong, that do amazing motion capture and performance capture, but there just seems to be like this extra elevation when you see like a Naughty Dog motion capture performance, like whether it's Uncharted 4 or Last of Us 2 or Red Dead Redemption. It's like the performance capture just seems to be like an insane level above, and I know a lot of that is like hand keyed a lot of the time to just augment the performance that they're capturing with those crazy head rigs that you see like behind the scenes and everything. So it makes me wonder, it's like, is that hand keying still going to need to be like a painstaking process, or is something like MetaHuman, which I know it runs on a completely different game engine, but is that going to kind of bring that bar like even closer to these little nuance and like the facial inflections that you get of just like little ticks of eyes moving, or like the muscle twitching of a cheek or something like that? Would normally be hand keyed, right? But this seems to just be like, yeah, we can just simulate that now. And you don't have to worry about it.
I am very interested to see how far this goes in game dev. I'm very interested to see.
Yeah.
And just what I've got on the other screen, it's like an advert for them, and they're just like staring at me, and it's really weird. It's just so every little thing, like the blinks and the irises and.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is so crazy that I'm like you. I'm super excited to see exactly what we're going to be getting from this. Like what it's going to do to the workflow, and
it'll save time as well.
Yeah, right. It's like, can you imagine if a whole department, like their priority is having to crunch like realistic facial keyframing of like muscle inflections and like the lip movement isn't quite right, so they have to go in and enhance that manually. Whereas now those like, yeah, we can do that. I'm not going to be flippant and say at the click of a button, but it might half that or make it like a quarter of the time we need to now invest in that, and then they can really focus on the actual creative rather than a laborious production aspect of the game.
Yeah,
it's so exciting, really exciting. Man, I don't see any cat eyes here. I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't simulate like a Witcher. Give me the cat eyes or something.
I was thinking of the Witcher using these models as well before, actually. Yeah. Just imagining Geralt like as a real human, like that would just
be. It's so insanely wild. Anyway, right. So that's quite enough gushing over MetaHuman Creator.